Hi everybody, welcome back to This Is the Police. It's day 23. Freeburg Tribune saying fire at the puppet theater. 2 actors dead. Oh no, the puppet theater. Jesus. The Golden Bird is reporting that truckers are unhappy with suburban roads, and the fact, Freeburg's #1 paper, is saying that Freeburg gymnast wins regional competition. Man, the fact is just filled with uplifting news, isn't it? It's never bad in the fact. It's always good stuff, like at a grassroots level, isn't it? Anyway, we're going to work. We've got a big day ahead of us. Day 23. Apparently the gang war ends on day 28. Motherfucker. Look at this fucking guy. What the hell are we gonna do with this guy? He just didn't come into work today. For no reason. Oh, I'm too tired. I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? This is McCoy. Well, I guess you're pretty old, McCoy. So maybe you should go home and have some rest. All right. That's going to put us down big time on Shift A today. It looks like Ping Chin is going to be the leader of Shift A. But we still got Robbins, Vandal, Little, Grant, Huang, Wuggles, Birch Jr. Unfortunately, we do not have Team Asia or Team Spectacles on Shift A. But who knows? Maybe a new team will emerge here, like Team Goatee, which would be, Robbins and Huang. Because, I mean, nobody else really has I guess Moser kind of has a little tiny bit of one. Not like around, not under the nose. I mean, same with Robbins. Huang's got the under the nose. I don't know. I'm just saying. You never know. Maybe something could emerge here. Anyway, Shift A. Let's get the day started. Where were we up to in terms of the Vargas and the Sands? I guess from I guess we want the Sands to be ahead on day 25. And then from day 25 onwards, we'll just go full ham with Vargas. And then hopefully he wins. All right, let's have a business day today. We're in full business mode. We don't want to listen to any fun music. Oh, it looks like we got a share of the... Whoa, jewelry sells for a lot, actually. We got 12 grand back from the sale of jewelry, which we're going to split with our staff so that we don't have any more investigations. Maybe that's why Stovall didn't come into work. Maybe he just does not like how I'm running the police. Crazy. Anyway, there's been an attempted murder in the suburbs. A girl shouted over the phone that her grandmother has been killed at her home. Okay. I mean, that's not attempted murder, though. That's like a full-blown murder, isn't it? All right, Little Huang. We're going to send out the Little Huang combo along with Grant. Grant is just walking around wondering what the hell she's meant to be doing now. Shift A used to be amazing. Shift A now, not so much. Stovall just doesn't come into work anymore. Lakewood is with the monks. He took along that other guy as well, Samedi. And we haven't been able to fully recover Shift A since then. It really hit us quite hard, and it's kind of depressing. Looks like there's been a fight in the city center as well. A few drunks were playing darts, and one of them got one in the shoulder. A fight broke out, which was quickly joined by other patrons of the bar. All right, we are definitely going to need the paddy wagon for this. Wuggles has the stripes, but Wuggles does not have the professionalism. We're going to send everybody else out, including Birch Jr. Actually, no, Birch Jr., you stay back just in case we need to do a mafia job or something. All right, everybody go out to this fight. Man, we are stretched really thin today. Day 23 could be not the greatest day, thanks to a couple of people not turning. It just shows 2 people don't turn up for work, and holy crap, it's all over. The road to the house is strewn with the corpses of drowned dogs. The lights inside the house are on, but the door is locked. What the hell? I guess we have to call through the front door. Like, that's proper police procedure. A bleeding elderly woman is lying on the floor of the living room. Alright. Check whether the woman is still alive? I guess we have to check. What the hell? Oh no! Oh, I guess she died. I mean, we managed to catch the offender, luckily. No officers were harmed, luckily. But I guess the grandmother died. Why? What's with the drowned dogs and stuff? Like, I don't get it. That's crazy. That's the craziest call we've ever been on day 23. Little Huang and Grant are going to need some counseling following that call. That's crazy. We got a report of a fight. The offenders have all been caught. Nobody's been harmed. And it looks like the paddy wagon came... It's done good. It's done a good job today. Look at that. Wuggles is slowly becoming professional enough to sort of warrant her 3 stripes. I'm not sure what rank that gives her, the 3 stripes, but, you know, who knows? All right, we're going to have to pull somebody off this investigation because there's been a homicide. Fiona Kalis was found in her apartment with her head caved in. A meat tenderizer hammer was found next to the woman's body. All right, we have to go to our investigations apparently, and we have to pull our one of our detectives off. It can't be Moser, so we're going to pull Cheryl off of here, and we're going to have Johnson and Moser carry on doing this investigation. So let's close that, and then the homicide of the residential area, we're going to put Cheryl on as lead, and he's just going to have to do this one by himself, unfortunately, because we just don't have the detectives. Moser and Johnson, you know what, actually, hang on a second. Moser, it's just a theft. I'm sure you can handle it by yourself, okay? This is a homicide. We need 2 people on this one. All right, we're going to send 2 people on this one. We're going to send Cheryl and Johnson out to investigate this homicide and see what we can find out. Whew, okay, well, that's good. At least we managed to, because I don't know if you remember, but last time we had detectives needed, we didn't have enough, and we had to let it go. The Sands need help at the Bank of Freeburg. I think the Vargas are ahead by 2, so we probably need to do some jobs for the Sands. The family bank just called in a report of a strange man in a leather jacket with fake documents trying to empty one of our accounts. Obviously, it's one of Vargas's agents, but it's such a stupid move. We don't want to get our hands dirty with this. Just lock him away in a filthy cell. All right, Birch Jr., you're up. Go out there and do Freeburg PD proud, or, well, like the rotten side of it. All right, we've started an investigation into this homicide. John Kalis reports someone banged on the door and my mother told me to hide under the bed and close my eyes and ears and be as quiet as a mouse. I only heard muffled screams. When I got out from under the bed, I found my mother in the blood and I called the police. Oh, shit. So John Kalis is like her son, I guess. Jesus Christ. The medical examiner is saying that the fatal blow was struck by a blunt object to the head. The killer was standing behind the victim. Death was immediate and the body shows no signs of violence. Mrs. Origi, I heard Fiona swearing with her brother. He'd come around again begging for money at her doorstep. Then she started yelling at her son. He always sits there in front of the TV playing these stupid games until he turns blue. And then my phone rang and I talked with my friend for an hour and a half. Jeez. The first responding officer says that the door to the apartment was open when I came in. The boy was sitting in front of the TV, playing some game on the console. He didn't even turn in my direction. I think he was just in shock. His mother was laying dead right there in front of him. Okay. And Mr. Andre, Peter Andre, the victim's brother. Yes, I went to my sister to borrow some money. I lost my job and the bills were piling up. I expected her to help, like I've helped her in the past, but she refused. But I didn't kill her. We had a fight and yelled at each other, and then I went home. I watched a movie I rented and went to bed. So I think it's the son that did it. It's got to be the son that killed her, right? Anyway, I'm sure that Cheryl and Johnson are going to find out who did it. Touch of Dionysus Liquor Store. A cashier just called in, her voice in a whisper. 2 suspicious black men have entered the store. They spent a few minutes browsing the rack with the extensive whiskey, and now they're whispering to each other and looking back at me. It looks like they're planning on robbing the store. I mean, that's just like a racist false alarm, isn't it? She's just assuming that these guys are up to no good when probably they're fine. Like I think she's just, you know what? I'm not gonna waste. I'm gonna send Wuggles alone on this one. Wuggles. Okay, you know what? Wuggles, take Huang. You know what? Wuggles, take Grant. All right. Grant is now going to be Wuggles' protege, but Grant is like, you know what? I don't rate Wuggles at all, and actually I resent being Wuggles' protege, so there's going to be some tension there. Anyway, they're going to go out to this false alarm. There's been a homicide at a business center as well. which is not very good. I think we're going to have to call in some extra detectives because the secretary of prominent businessman Elvis Calvo reports that unknown persons broke into her boss's office and threw him out the window. Man, oh man. Jeez. All right, I'll tell you what, Johnson, you're going to have to come off here, and we're going to have to probably put tar onto this investigation because it is a homicide and we need to solve it. And then we're going to try to get maybe Mole or DeBrito onto this other one with you as well. Jesus, we're going to have 3 open cases. We're stretched really thin. All right, Johnson, you can do this. I believe in you. Off you go. And then we should be able to, once the investigation started, we can assign other detectives to work on it, like during the different shift or whatever, and hopefully that works out. The Vargases need help on the beach. I guess maybe we should leave that one go. Okay, let's do one of them, shall we? Sand is having a part. No, we're going to have to leave both of them. We need Sands to catch up. We don't want to be in a situation whereby Sands kills us in our sleep. This is the suspicious individual report. It was a false alarm, I told you. The men were unarmed and just doing a little shopping. They were picking out an expensive bottle of whiskey as a gift for their grandfather on his anniversary. What a racist. Holy shit. And this homicide investigation is opened up as well. Christ almighty. Michael Hull, the guard, says, I saw a black sedan pull up to the building and 2 men, one in a raincoat, got out. They passed me without saying anything. Miss Bronk, this is Irene Bronk, the secretary. I heard the elevator and I turned and saw 2 scary men. I didn't see any weapons, but they made it clear they'd kill me if I got in their way. But did they actually say that, or was it just like by the looks on their faces? Because like that's bullshit. Josh Fitter, chief financial officer. It could have been a robbery. Elvis had a safe in his office. Don't know what he kept inside it. ... Stephen Gaines, a cleaner. Yes, I saw a couple of idiots, but I don't remember what time that was. I actually learned about the incident only later. And we have Charla Calvo, the victim's wife. Elvis had his share of problems, but he preferred not to talk about them. But I knew there were some people trying to take away his business, and he was offering them a bribe. Crap. All right. The investigation is open. We're going to have to get some people in to help poor old Johnson here. We're going to get Mole on this one. And we're also going to get the one and only DeBrito out here to help Moser with this theft. That's right. We got to close one of these, for Christ's sake, guys. All right. There's been a theft on the riverbank as well. A passerby witnessed 3 people trying to break into an ATM. Pickup truck was parked nearby, its engine still on, with another man behind the wheel. Looks like they're trying to grab the ATM and carry it away in the truck. Man, I tried that one time, and it doesn't quite work out that way. But anyway, we'll see. All right, Little, Huang, not Birch Jr., Vandal. You can go out and you can experience the sheer pleasure of Little Huang with you by yourself, I guess. And we're gonna leave these Vargas things to go because we only got 1 Christopher Sand mission today, which means that Vargas is still gonna be in the lead for like the 2nd day in a row. So we're gonna have to do some more Christopher Sand missions tomorrow, possibly. Jesus, what a day! Man, we have 3 investigations. Oh look, we have a Sands, a last-minute Sands. Oh no, this is the riverbank. It's not even the Sands, is it? This is just the theft on the riverbank. The situation is more serious than we thought. Requesting reinforcements. All right, Pink Chin, Robbins, Grant. Grant is just pleased that she's out here without Wuggles for once. Wuggles and Birch Jr. are... Oh no, this is a Sands help one. I thought I clicked it. All right, Wuggles and Birch Jr., you're up. Some punks are throwing Molotov cocktails into the office building where we make book. Eyewitnesses say the idiots keep throwing bottle after bottle, even though building is already falling apart. They're probably still somewhere nearby. All right, Wuggles, Birch Jr., off you go. That should even up the Sands and the Vargas for today, and then we should be good to do a bunch of Vargas missions tomorrow on day 24. And then from tomorrow, there'll only be 4 days left until the gang war ends. All right, we got a report on the homicide. We got 3 new frames. Oh my god, okay, they're all coming in now. 3 new frames. So, this guy is sitting in his office. These guys get out of a car and then they approach the office in the raincoat, and then they come into the office and speak to the secretary, and then they go in here and threaten someone, and then they do something else, and then they throw him out the window and he's dead. Right? We just need 3 more frames. Okay, cool. We got the homicide report as well. We got some frames here. It looks like it is the kid who did it. Look, he's got a school uniform on. So the brother comes around. They have a fight, and then he's like, here. She's got the thing next to her, I guess. She's like looking out the window. She yells at him, and then he's there like that. Like that. She's looking out the window. It'll be something like this. She has to have the altercation with the brother, okay, like the clue says. They start yelling at each other, and then she turns around and yells at the son, probably like, get off your PlayStation for Christ's sake. And then she goes and sits down, and she's like feeling pretty sad about yelling at the son, and then the son picks up this hammer and does her in pretty hard, actually, from behind. That's how it went down. Okay, perfect. And then we got 3 new frames for this theft, which hopefully we can actually solve today. That would be great. All right, so we have this guy here apparently getting in. I don't think this is right, actually. So we've got this guy. This is the student who apparently is on drugs and that was stealing a bunch of stuff. We might be able to do this, okay. So this is the... We've got two different suspects here. We've got the actual clinical physician here who's stealing stuff and putting it in a bag. And then we've also got what looks like the cleaner doing this as well. But we've got more frames for this like physician guy. So like I'm wondering, maybe we do have enough here actually. Maybe we just do it like this. Like we go like that and then we... No. Okay, we've got like a huge mix and match of frames, so we're gonna have to come back to this one. Maybe we need some more frames. And then we've got the report of the riverbank theft as well, and it looks like everybody came out trumps on that one. Little Huang Vandal with support from Ping Chin, Robbins, and Grant. That seemed to work out pretty good. Great. We still have the paddy wagon is off cooldown, and the SWAT team was not used today. I don't know. What did the SWAT team do when they're not being used? Because it's not every day that you have to use the SWAT team, right? Do they just do like lots of training? Like firefighters? Is it that sort of thing? All right. Vargas and Sands are all even, Steven. So that should be good. And Shift A, despite the fact that we were a couple of people down, did all right today, actually. They did pretty good. Shift B, of course, is the better shift now. We're going to have to hire some new people for Shift A. If people continue to not turn up to work. Like Stovall, if he doesn't turn up again, I'm just going to fire him. Like, I don't even like him that much. He's got a lot of professionalism, yes. But do I like him? No, I don't. I'm pretty sure. Anyway. Day 24. It's the 7th of August. God. All right. The Freeburg Tribune is saying that Central Library has been flooded in downpour. The Golden Bird is reporting that Freeburg mortality rate is up 15%. And the fact, Freeburg's #1 Good Time, Happy Time paper is saying that the farmer's harvest record on the corn crop. Man, just that. You always need that last little feel good, you know? It's like the ITV News. If you live in Britain, you watch the ITV News, still to this day. I don't even think that they're like the best news station or whatever, but they always do end on a positive, which is saying something, right? Because the BBC News always seems to end like on a total downer. You know, it's like... Oh, and in other news, like a gorilla had his head chopped off and 20 people were crying about it or something like that. And anyway, thanks for watching the news. Good night. And you're like, oh, shit. And then you have nightmares about headless gorillas, you know, riding a unicorn throughout the universe with you behind it in a trail of rainbows. And that's not the best situation to be in at all. Anyway, Tar is reporting that he drank too much. I don't think I can hold it together today. Can I go home? Yeah, Tar, but you're going to have to come in tomorrow, all right? Because we need to actually have some work done on this open investigation. And Yancey is saying that his mother was just hit by a car. She's been rushed to the hospital, and she's fighting for her life. I should be with her. Can I miss this shift? Sure. Oh, my God. And Platonic, my band is playing a charity concert for some sick children. Can I have the day off? Oh, jeez. Okay, fine. All right, so we're down Yancey, Platonic, and Tar today. Luckily, neither of those people, I mean, Platonic was, yes, part of a love triangle, but we still have Team Asia and Team Spectacle on board. DeBrito and Mole, the important detectives, are here. Tar is nursing a hangover. Platonic is playing a charity gig for sick kids. And Yancey's mom got hit by a car. So understandably, he's going to miss today as well. So we're just going to have to do our best. We're down. Oh, what's this? It says catalog here. Did we get a new one? Ulrich List. Summer Motives. Is this one that we can get? Oh. Look, these are ones that we can get. We can buy some new ones. Jan Kuzelev talks about the hottest releases. Snag It by Len Barnard. If Zeus, Jesus, and Buddha wrote a song together, it would sound like this. Oh, man. Yes, I would love to buy that one. And Chimin by John Sangster. This track is so rich and delicious that it could feed all the starving children in the world. Yes. Okay, let's buy that one as well. Oh, man, look at all these. Do we want to buy some Beethoven? Yeah. Do we want to get Clarinet Sugar by Bob Barnard? Yeah. This Train by Turk Murphy? Yeah. Temptation Blues by Turk Murphy? Yeah. Nice. Oh my God, look at it. These are all coming soon. These are going to be available on the 14th of August. All right, we're buying them all. Okay, we're going to get these ones ready to play on the 14th of August, which is a couple of days away. But we want to have a full record collection for sure. Octopus, Eat, Drink, Repeat. Will do. Sweet. Okay, we now have new records. Temptation Blues by Turk Murphy. Take it away, Turk. Wow. Holy crap. Oh shit, yeah, we got Jorgensen. He's our snitch, right? Fire all old cops. Aw, jeez. This is coming from City Hall. At a recent regional conference, which was attended by people from our administration, we learned that the governor wishes to lower the average age of public servants by at least 5 years. The city will most likely be subject to an upcoming review. Please dismiss all senior staff at the police station as quickly as possible. I don't know do we have any old people on Shift B? Mazza might be old. How old is she? She's had 9 successful assignments. Oh, and we got a share of money that we sold through the mafia that we're going to share with our staff, of course, because we kind of have to. All right, let's go to the police station, and let's see who's old. Birch Jr., are you old? You look kind of old. He's not too old. Okay, who else? Little might be old, actually. Is Little old? No, she's not too old either. Okay, McCoy must be old. McCoy must be old. Nope, she's not. Stovall, are you too old? He's pretty old. Oh, shit. Stovall, you'll rue the day you didn't come into work, you son of a bitch. We're gonna fire you legally. He's gone. Oh, my God. Pink Chin, please don't be too old. All right, we did just fire, like, probably our best person. Johnson, I think, is too old as well. No, she's not. That's really surprising. All right, and the rest of these guys, Van Dahl can't be too old, can he? No, he's not. Okay, we got rid of Stovall. We're going to replace him with Ryan Darnell, who actually looks like a bit of a terrorist, maybe a serial killer as well. We're going to hire him for Shift A to replace Stovall, if you can believe that. So that's great. And we have like a distinct lack of personnel available on the labor market, which is quite sad. Is there anyone too... Oh, DeBrito, I think, is going to have to get fired as well. He's too old. Shit. All right, DeBrito. I'm sorry, but I'm firing you, and we're going to replace you with a different detective who's not so old. It's not my fault. It's City Hall demanded it. Okay, he's not... Is Godbomber too old? That would be good. It'd be a nice way to get rid of... Young Henry Rollins is way too young to be too old. Mazza, we thought maybe could have been old, but is she too old? Nah, she's not. Okay, that means the rest of these... Maybe Platonic is too old. She looks kind of old. No. And I mean, it would be nice to get rid of her for not coming in to do that charity gig as well, but we can't. All right, Chauncey Newberry is going to... No, he's not. He can't replace DeBrito because he himself is clearly too old. We're going to have to replace DeBrito on Shift B with Keith Coleman. Jeez. This guy sucks, but he's really good looking. Look at that. What a handsome young man. Okay. Oh, man. All right, we can actually do stuff for the Vargas today because we're all tied up. One of our men, severely beaten, says he just managed to escape from captivity and that Sand was holding 2 more of our guys out by the port. He says they're going to be tortured. We need to get our guys out there before they start to talk. All right, God Bomber, Steel, sounds like a job for you guys. Get out there and make me proud. There's been an assault in the ghetto as well. The weather is terrible. We've got the best music in the world playing in the background as well. A woman attacked her lover with a hammer after he told her he'd been cheating on her. The police call came in from the woman's daughter. Mama's really lost it, and I'm afraid she'll kill him, stammered the girl through her tears. Oh my god. All right, we are going to definitely send Team Asia out to this one. That's Kochi, Numata, and Maza. Off you go. See if you can sort this altercation out in the ghetto. In the ghetto! It's nice. Off they go. Sirens blaring through the bad weather. There's nobody outside to admire the boys and girls in blue with their blaring sirens and light show. There's been some disorderly conduct in Desire Park. Corey Ramsey saw a group of women in the park wearing ski masks, leading 2 other scantily clad women with leather leashes, shouting offensive slogans about the superiority of the female sex. Judging by their unintelligible cries, the offenders seem to be preparing for a sacrifice. Alright, we're definitely going to send the paddy wagon, and we're going to get Team Spectacle out here, just Bucarica. And you know what? Why don't you take Jorgensen with you and see if you can convince him to wear some glasses as well so that he can be part of the team. He feels really left out. The assault report from the ghetto is good. Team Asia, once again successful. Nice. Kochi, Numata, Maza, good job. Fire all old cops from City Hall. Jack, keep up the good work. We'll make sure your final days at Freeburg PD are much more comfortable. Mission accomplished. We fired all the geriatrics. Nice. We have a geriatric-free PD, which is good. This guy is still working on this despite being fired. And this guy didn't come into work. And these 2 should be working on this. And then once DeBrito is gone, rip in peace. He was pretty good. We'll put this new young spunky guy on it instead. This is the disorderly conduct. We caught the offender. Nobody was hurt. Nobody was harmed. And it looks like Team Spectacle with a young Henry Rollins, who's also a snitch and doesn't wear spectacles. They were successful. They did it together. Oh, this is the Sophocles Theater of Drama again. I don't know if you remember, we did something for them a while back. Mr. Boyd, we're shooting. This is how we got rid of Percy, remember? We sent him on into this thing. And he was like, oh, you can shove your stupid job up your ass, man. I'm going to go do something else. And he left. Mr. Boyd, we're shooting a new advertising spot for a bamboo toilet paper company. In the ad, there's an important role played by a policeman. The local actors here are only good for kids stuff. We need a true professional, someone the audience will believe is the real thing. We'd be grateful if you could provide us with some of your best employees. I have just the team for you. I hope you don't mind 3 feisty Asians that make up the whole of Team Asia on the Freeburg PD. We're going to send them out to you, and we hope that they do the job to your standard, which means that they will not be available for police work, possibly for the rest of the day, because they're probably all going to quit, because they didn't sign up to become a cop just to do a bunch of bullshit like this. Percy has led the charge in quitting after appearing in TV spots. Debbie's Special Cafe, there's been a theft. I can see what's so special about Debbie's Cafe. Look at this gigantic replica sandwich on the roof. Man, I'm telling you, if the graphics like this, like a city builder, I would be all over it. Just saying, like, if you want to make one, I'll play it. Someone stole a golden retriever belonging to Eddie Goldberg, owner of Eddie's Burgers, while the dog was playing in his backyard. Later that day, regulars of the burger joint said they saw the dog muzzled and led around by 2 junkies near Debbie's Cafe. All right, Team Spectacle, get on it. We gotta find that dog. That's right, for the good of the city. We don't want. Oh, this is the Fabrice Souple. Chief, Kochi really enjoyed doing that ad, and the director thought it was so great, he's offering a couple of other roles. I think our colleague might even quit the service and go for a career in commercials. Oh, for fuck's sake. Don't, Kochi. Jeez, you're really good. We don't want to lose you. What are Numata and Maza gonna do? God damn it. Oh, we got 15 grand for that, though. Nice. And we don't have to share that 15 grand either. We're up 62,246 big ones. Hell yeah. That's nice. It looks like the Sands need some help, which would tie things up once again. Which is not a terrible thing. I think from tomorrow, we're just going to go heavy on the Vargas. Debbie's Special Cafe. The kitchen at Debbie's Cafe is hopping busy. Debbie is making sausages for her new brand of hot dogs. When she notices the police, she quickly dumps a dog collar in the trash. Should we just shout to all the cafe's customers that the hot dogs are made from actual dogs? Do you think that's jumping the gun too much? Jesus Christ, what a situation. Should we check the fridge to see if there's a dead dog in there missing like body parts? Or should we ask about the collar and ask Debbie about her relationship with Eddie Goldberg? That's probably more like in line with police procedure, right? So let's do that. She's been caught. Nobody's been hurt. It looks like Team Spectacle was too much for Debbie. She was overwhelmed and she broke down crying after she realized that actual hot dogs aren't normally made of dogs. And she made a fatal mistake and killed somebody's dog. God, Debbie. You asshole. Holy shit. Alright, you know what? We're gonna do this Sands job. Are we? Somehow, a whole army of armed punks have seized a position on one of the fields at the ranch. Obviously, we're gonna drive them off by force. We've already got some men together, but some extra help wouldn't hurt. Alright, Jorgensen. God Bomber, Steel. Out you go. And Vargas? On our fourth try, we managed to shoot down Sands' helicopter. It was transporting valuables, a whole safe full, safe included. It's an incredibly durable model. It must have survived the crash. We need time to find it. Cordon off the area and stop anyone who approaches. Alright, fine. We're going to send our best people out to this one. Just for the Vargas. I think we have to do like a certain amount of Vargas quests as well to actually have it work. So maybe we have to start doing like all of them. We have some reckless endangerment at a veteran's house. How many people do? Jesus. An elderly veteran is dragging around a bag filled with captured weapons, all loaded with live ammunition. He says he's trying to demonstrate battlefield-like conditions. We're going to need some more people to come back for this. Unless we just send Gist and Burkarika out with the SWAT team first, and then they call in for backup. Do you think Team Spectacle can do this with SWAT team support? Let's try it. I mean, we could have sent the paddy wagon as well to transport back all those weapons. Think of how much money we would have made selling them all through the Mafia. That would have been amazing. And it looks like the Sands also need some help in the ghetto. We might be able to do this one, but I don't think we really need to. Or do we need to even it up? Because we've done another Vargas job as well. So this would even it up to end the day. Reckless endangerment. Offender caught, officers unharmed, and civilians unharmed. Wow. Look at that. Against all the odds, Team Spectacle have come through with support by the SWAT team, and they found a non-automatic weapon, which is going to be instantly sold by the Mafia. Nice. Okay, and we got a bunch of guys back as well. We only need one, though. Apparently, some punks are hiding out at another abandoned construction site. The local homeless folks normally ice over when we start asking questions. Maybe they'll be more willing to talk to the police. Steel, off you go, you son of a bitch. Do it. We got some more frames for this investigation that's currently open, which is good. We might be able to solve this one. Okay, so they get out of the car. Wait. They get out of the car. We got the same one twice. What the shit? I mean, can you do this? Can you just... There's nothing different about it, is there? They're both the same. They're both the exact same. That is bizarre. Okay, and then he's in here taking the stuff from the safe right in front of the secretary, I guess. So it's going to go something like that. And then we're missing a frame because we got a double. Okay, fine. And then we got some more frames for the theft report as well, which looks like possibly... man, this one's all over the place. Look at how Look how tricky this one is. Like, there's this. So he shuts this down at this point. If we're going along that we're thinking it's this guy, the clinical physician, we're missing one more thing. Or it's the janitor who did it, but we don't have enough frames. Or it's this guy. So these are the 3 different stories, and we don't have enough frames to complete one of them. So let's hold out for those ones as well. It's a long investigation. Turns out that this theft is gonna be a cold case in no time. We're never gonna be able to get to the bottom of it. And by the time we do get to the bottom of it, the guy who stole the pills is probably gonna be dead from taking all those painkillers himself. So I don't even know what the point is anymore. Anyway, that's the end of day 24. We done it. Holy crap. And once again, the Sands and the Vargas are completely tied up. Going into day 25, which is where we really want to start doing Vargas jobs like full time, I think. Perfect. All right. Well, there we go. Kochi is likely to be leaving the force to do more commercials. I think she might have already quit by the looks of it. De Brito was fired because he was too old and City Hall demanded it. Team Spectacle is still flying high. Team Asia has taken a hit with the loss of Kochi. And Jorgensen hasn't offered up any new info using his snitching abilities, sadly. But, I mean, Shift B is in pretty good shape. Shift A is not doing too good. We had to fire Stovall because he's too old. Tar is developing a drinking problem, and we did have to hire on not only a terrorist onto, I guess, the other shift we hired him on, but also now we've also got like a crazy serial killer named Darnell working on Shift A as well, which is not the best, but we'll make do. Anyway, there we go. We'll be back next time for some more. This is the police. I think we're doing okay, actually. I think we're doing all right. Like, we haven't just died mysteriously, like too early or anything. It'd be really funny if we got like to the end of the game. I don't think we're going to somehow, but we'll see. It'll be interesting either way. Thanks as usual for watching, and I'll see you next time.